When I say action, B-dubs, we're all recording our introduction to our episode at the same exact time.
Oh, okay.
And action. Welcome back to
greatly appreciate everybody who came out to the stream because this bridge is insanely long and is doing a lot of good in the world.
Good job, guys.
And scene.
I still messed up, but it's fine.
That was actually the worst intro I've done. That's so far today.
I think I improved. I just got a couple words mixed around.
I think I lost what I was saying halfway through, but somehow kept going.
It was great. It felt smooth. I understood everything, actually.
It felt less chaotic than the first time, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Hermitcraft. My name is Cub, and last time I mentioned that we had a Hermitcraft in real life live stream coming up soon. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you viewers for joining the live stream and donating to Gamers Outreach. We raised $843,505 for Gamers Outreach. Thanks to many of you out there, some of you who might be on some of these signs we see around here. I just go through here. Each sign is a $100 donation, either from 4 people or from, in the case of the glow ink signs, 1 person or 1 group of people. So many thanks to all of you who donated to Gamers Outreach. You can see this huge long bridge here with thousands of names on it. Absolutely amazing to see what the Hermitcraft community can do when Rendog is present. I love it. No, but when we come together for a great cause, and this is going to mean that several hundred more Hermitcraft go-karts will be going to hospitals throughout the United States and the rest of the world. So again, thank you to everybody who donated. And yeah, this bridge goes on for hundreds and hundreds of blocks. So if you donated, this is an explosive firework apparently. If you donated, your name is in fact on this bridge. So again, a big thank you to everybody who donated, whether it was $1 or $100 or $1,000. Thank you for helping us to raise money for the kids and provide them a little bit more joy and normalcy in their lives. So at long last, we have now returned to our base, finally. It's been a couple of weeks. We were in exile for a while, and then we immediately had to go basically to the charity event, and that was another week and a half. So it's been almost a month since we've been at our base, and there's still a heck of a lot to do here. We have a lot of mineral placement, a lot of skulk placement, and we have to, of course, make the skulk containment structure around the entirety of the outside of our base that we are able to walk on from one side to the other. That's probably what we're going to focus on a little bit today, assuming we can also get geared up, which is yet another thing we got to do because we actually lost all of our netherite gear except for this pickaxe to dying in exile and then dying at the Gamers Outreach charity event because I thought I'd logged off, but I actually did not log off properly. And yeah, we died and lost everything. So we got to re-enchant, re-gear up here. We'll probably do that soon. But before we do that, we got to basically speak with some neighbors of ours. We got to speak with Pearl about a potential bridge from my base to her base to my base, however you want to look at it. But basically, we got to talk about this bridge here that may or may not come up soon. So let's see if Pearl is around. I think she's AFK right now. Let's see if we can get to her. Talk to her, and we'll see what she's thinking about this. Hello? Anybody home?
Cubby! Hello!
Hey, Pearl, how's it going?
Going pretty well. How's it going with you? Don't you peek in my redstone box?
I'm just taking a look.
Don't you take a look at my redstone box? Listen. What can I do you for, Cub? What's going on?
Pearl, I got a proposal for you.
Yeah? Alright, let's hear it.
Alright, your base and my base, we're pretty close. I just recently threw a pearl to your base. Pearl of Pearl's
Yeah,
base.
I know, I can see you. You've done so much to your base. I can see a certain amount of diamonds and stuff that have been happening right next door.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty crazy.
So, I'm wondering, Pearl, do we want to connect up our bases? With like a bridge or pathway or some... Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. I am all for any of that. Like, like coming out here, you can see basically I'm always like trying to like I'm trying to connect up Tango to my area. I want to build like a little bridge to Ether. And I don't know if you've seen, but there's a little like dirt bridge, I think. Unless did I break it? Hold on. Come over here.
Yep. Right behind it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, so I kind of like had this for a little while when I was terraforming and thinking like where we might be able to connect up. So I already had it in mind.
Okay.
Have you got any like particular ideas of where you wanted to go with it?
All right.
Or
This is a crazy idea, Pearl, okay? I had a crazy idea for this.
all right. I like crazy ideas. This is Hermitcraft.
I like the bridge idea coming out this way that you've already like started, like just planned out basically. But what if, Pearl? What if in the middle of this bridge, instead of going straight across, it turned sharply this way, went about, 30, 40 blocks this way, and then turned back into my area.
So, okay. So you're saying like this comes out this way, and then turns that way, and then goes that way.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah. So I've laid out an area where I think it would be good to come up at with the bridge, which is about 30, 40 blocks that way. Put some dirt down, but it'd be like an S-shaped bridge, basically. Yeah.
I gotta ask, where did this crazy idea come from? What was the like directional inspiration for turning a bridge so randomly? It's an architectural wonder.
Yeah. I thought it would be cool because your base is sort of like organic. My base is sort of like I guess darker in a way, and sort of it sort of mirrors the contrast between your base and my base. Like it takes a sharp turn, right?
Oh, like a yin and yang kind of situation. Is that what you're talking about? Like like complete opposites. So then we could make a bridge that like kind of like has half your kind of style, and then merges into my style.
Yeah, something like that. I think that'd be awesome.
Okay, all right, I'm putting that down. I like it. We should do that.
Yeah.
So we thinking, because what we can do basically, if we plan out a direction and exactly like where we want the bridge to go, I can honestly just dive straight into building and decorating, quote unquote, my side of the bridge, or we can work together. Like it really depends how you want to do it at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'll show you sort of where I'm thinking. I'll build out from my area where I'm thinking.
All right, and we can kind of like meet in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like somewhere. That's where that's at. Something like.
I'm gonna try and meet up to you.
What is it? What is your height at right now, Pearl?
93.
Okay, this is where I'm gonna build it out then. So something like this.
Okay, so it's gonna be kind of a little shallow ass. All right around here, something like this.
Yep. Something like that.
Move this bit here.
Just a little shallow.
So what kind of like? Do you have any ideas for how you want to structurally make your bridge? Like your part of the bridge?
I kind of feel like it should be a little bit, like broken down a little bit. Sort of like some skulk hanging off of it. Some lighting underneath.
You know what? Cub, I've had a thought. What if this bridge connected lower down to my base and lower down to your base?
That would work.
Would that be weird?
No, that would
like,
definitely work.
because I'm curious. I've got this like little sloping kind of section of my terrain going up here. Yep. And I like making walkways through tunnels. If we lowered that down to that level down there, I could then tunnel it through my base and pop out some random side.
Oh.
And I think it would still kind of fit, right? Would that work? Or is that too low?
No, I think that's actually perfect because as you can see, I'm going to have like, there's going to be sort of a containment structure here. That's going to be a wall that goes down.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to have to decorate that wall, and then this will allow me to like go through the wall in a way.
Ah, okay. So you definitely needed this bridge then to figure out how to decorate your wall.
Yeah. I definitely,
that happen.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, so let's do a quick one down here, and then what we can probably do, like, I'll probably like go off and then just try and maybe plan a little bit of decoration, and we can just kind of get this thing going. I am so excited to connect bases, dude.
Yeah, this will be really cool.
I think it's great.
This will be cool, and I'll have a tunnel like on my side a little bit to go into the base and then up somehow, so that'll be really nice.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that height actually looks good because then the bridge also doesn't like completely stick out. It's gonna feel like it's part of the area a lot more being further down. Like up there kind of feels like it's just kind of glued on top, but down here feels like it's being more immersed into the build. I like it down here. I think this looks great. What do you think?
I like it. I think we should probably also maybe consider like doing like a little thing like this where it sort of goes, you know, a little bit of a curve like that. Maybe.
Okay, a curvy bridge.
Yeah. I think it could.
That's a challenge. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Something like
Do a
this.
curve. All right, so where do we want to merge? Because obviously we've got the two styles. At what point do they kind of like connect?
Yeah, good point.
Because you got this here, two
That's
on either side. That's like pretty much quote unquote the middle of that like particular join. If you wanted to do it that way, I think I have slightly. Actually, no, that's actually roundabout right. That's pretty even.
Yeah, I think that could work if you're good with that. Like, just meet up in the middle, you know, more or less.
Yeah. We could start building the things on either side, and then when we're kind of like meeting up, we can discuss how to merge them. How does that sound?
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Let's separate and make our little bits. This is exciting. I love it.
So I think this will be a really cool area. We'll have a tunnel coming out of pearls, going into the S-shaped bridge, at which point it'll go back into another tunnel underneath our base, and then pop out somewhere, probably like over here where this dirt path is. This is at least what I initially planned. So we can have that, come up here via either a redstone elevator or maybe just like a spiral staircase that eventually makes its way up here, and then a pathway will hook up to the other pathway we have in front of the armadillo launcher area here. So very much looking forward to working on that. But first, I also want to contribute right now to the Nether Hub project, which Mr. B00 has started in the Nether. In fact, he's looking for some diorite, I believe. So let's see. I think we have a little bit of diorite. Yeah, we have one stack here. Couple stacks there. I thought I had a shulker box of it somewhere, though. Yep, right there. There's one shulker box of diorite. We can contribute that. Poppies, cobblestone, tough, more tough, and item frames. Okay, so let's go to the Nether. I want to show you guys the Nether hub that B-Dubs has started, because it's looking like it's going to shape up to be pretty sweet. So if we go through the portal here... Oh, he's made more progress. Let's go. Yeah, we have... It looks like the outline of this. Let's just get out here and see. So it looks like it's going to be sort of a landscape of greenery. Green wool. He's got moss. He's got pale moss carpets. Things of that nature. And if we fly... Let's see, where is it? Over here? I think it's over here. He's got one area. Yeah, look at this. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, he's going to make some big sort of mega tower things like this that are basically composed entirely of diorite and polished diorite and stairs and walls and all this sorts of stuff. So he needs some diorite, so we're going to give some to him here. Now, where do we actually give this stuff? Over here, I think. Yep. Nice, yeah. Yeah, so if he makes some more stuff like this sort of looming out of the Nether, yeah, that's definitely worth contributing to. So let's see. Diorite. Yep, this is where we can contribute. So, stack of this. And that's full. And I guess if I put this in here, maybe we can almost turn this lamp on. But, yeah, it looks like he needs another 6 or so double chests of diorite, roughly. After helping out B-Dubs, our next task was to finally gear back up and get some enchantments back on our diamond gear. So we had a ton of books that I have accumulated over the season that I could finally put to good use. So I figured we would need this at some point, and now is the time. We did have a few books that we were short on, like we needed, I think, some protection books for our armor. We needed some mending books, I believe, as well. So we traded for those at Cleo's trading hall, which we're allowed to use since we give Cleo all the emeralds to trade for books and stuff. And we also have an XP farm in our base, so that came in super handy and super useful. And this basically allowed us to enchant all of our diamond gear to max level relatively quickly. I believe now we have all of our stuff back up pretty much to max level minus thorns, because we didn't have any thorns books. But we now need to upgrade all this stuff to netherite, which we'll probably do during a live stream. Probably go to the nether. We need how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll probably go for like 10 pieces of netherite. It shouldn't take too long. That's what, like times 4 ancient debris. It's like 40 ancient debris. So that's like less than an hour of mining in the nether with TNT. Ah, that's better. That's better. Netherite has returned, ladies and gentlemen. I must say, I do look pretty dapper. I don't just look good, I look dapper. I'm a Dapper Dan, man. No. But we got some netherite back. Took about an hour or so to get all this stuff back. So we got, full netherite again. We got to repair our wings. These are a little damaged, but yeah, full netherite tools. Once again, with all the great enchantments on it, you love to see it, and it just feels right. We also got a few extra netherite ingots, which we can use to do things like make lodestones and stuff if we need, except we can't anymore because the lodestone recipe has changed because we have updated to Minecraft 1.21.5. And along with that, that means that the lodestone recipe has now changed. So instead of being 1 netherite ingot and 8 chiseled stone bricks, instead, if we get out some, let's see, certainly we have some freestanding ore here, or maybe we don't. We don't. That's crazy. Okay, we certainly have some cracked stone bricks, stone. There we go. Yep. Want to get some of this. And we want to make some chiseled stone bricks. And this is the new recipe for the lodestone. Check it out. Just 1 iron ingot gives you 1 lodestone. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. So now you can basically, like, the lodestone has now become a building block, in my opinion, now. So this is a super awesome change by Mojang in this update, and that is just one of many awesome changes in this update. We actually found also these 5 lodestones in ruined portals, which, check ruined portals. You'll probably find some lodestones in those now, which is awesome. I think they're trying to reduce the dependency of people on F3, so that's fantastic. Just put those in there for now. But that's not all this update has to offer. Check it out. We went around and we got a whole bunch of the new items in a live stream recently, in addition to getting the netherite gear. Look at this. Look at this. We got leaf litter. Boom, 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 boom. So leaf litter on the ground. It's like directionally placed, so you can place it, however you need to, however you want to. And yeah, pretty interesting little bit there. So we can have like leaves blowing in from across the sea. Which actually we've kind of done already. I'll show you that in a second. But this is fantastic. I love that you can place it on any of the blocks to make, interesting designs. This works especially well with like mud and stuff. So that's great. If I get out some dirt, we have some other blocks here. We got the tall dry grass like this. We also got the short dry grass. This is found in desert and mesa. And you can also bone meal these to turn it into that, which is kind of nice. And also I need some shears to get these back because I want to make sure we have enough over the course of time. There we go. So that's great. So you can put those down. Looks really nice. You can also place these. I think this is kind of cool. You can place these on terracotta. Like this. Bam. Like that. The only thing I have a problem with is that you can place these on terracotta, but not on sandstone. But it does work. We have sand. Yep, we have some sand. It does work on sand. Which is kind of weird, because like you can find it in the Badlands, you can find it in the desert, but you can't place it on the rocks in the desert, the sandstone, which is a little bit odd in my opinion. I wish they would again relax the rules on foliage a bit. They have kind of relaxed it here with the placement on terracotta, which is great, but I feel like just a little bit more would be nice. But yeah, it's a step in the right direction at least, so that's really cool. Anyway, that's the tall grass. We also got some firefly bushes. Take a look. Bum, 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 bum. Finally, fireflies, and you can see some firefly particles around here. If we listen real close and I crank up my sounds, we might just maybe hear some firefly sounds. Like there's like some cicada-esque sounds that come from this occasionally. We can also use bone meal to get some more, which is what I'm actually going to do right now. There we go. Just like that. And you can actually punch these out. It's kind of cool. So I'm actually going to grow a few more of these here because we're going to need these. I'm going to place a few down in the front of the base. We also got some wildflowers, which is nice. So these are sort of like the pink petals, but yeah, not pink, effectively. So yeah, kind of cool there. Again, you can place them in a whole bunch of different configurations, which is nice. And then we have the bushes. Actual literal bushes, not to be confused with the ferns, which I probably have some in here, but I'm not seeing it right now. Maybe I don't. Does not look like it. Could be in here. Nope, nothing in there. No, I guess I don't have any. But anyways, these are some bushes that you can now find in various parts of the world, and we went out and found some in some plains biomes. And again, you can also bone meal these to grow these up. Just like that, to make more bushes. So, pretty straightforward, and yeah, very, very useful aesthetic blocks. Love that Mojang has been adding stuff like this recently. We also got a couple other, you know, good stuff like cactus flowers and things, which, yeah, they look pretty cool, I think. Unfortunately, none of these new blocks can be placed in flower pots, but they do look kind of nice, I think. So those will grow on cacti now in the deserts. Yeah, lots of cool new aesthetic blocks. And speaking of these aesthetics, let's see what we can do with some of these. I'll show you what I've been doing here. I'm going to also grab a little bit of bone meal. Put this away down here. Also, my sound is way up, so let me turn that back down a bit. So, I decided that down here near our bay, I guess, is what I call it, we need some livelihood. So a little bit of life cling to the edge of the water here. And so I went ahead and put down a couple of firefly bushes already. So you can see some firefly particles around here zipping about. And it's really nice at night because it provides some nice like subtle lighting here. You can see we added a few around various parts of the area. We're also adding some leaf litter in various spots because I thought, you know, we have, you know, Etho's area, Tango's area, Pearl's area here. And it makes sense to me at least, you know, in the fall, like leaves would probably be blown into this bay and then get like sort of trapped around the bay area here. So we added like some leaves around here that sort of get caught in this like corner here a bit. Maybe do a little bit more like that. And so, yeah, and all these little crevices here, I think it's kind of cool if you put like a little bit of leaf litter here every once in a while or so. Maybe there's a lot on this block, let's say. Just like that. And so we're just going to go around here and just sort of, you know, put down maybe some more firefly bushes, just a few more. And add a little bit more leaf litter here. So like maybe in this crevice, you know, some leaves blow in here and they get caught. Let's say there's a complementary bush there. Got the allies working hard on our squid farm here. Going and collecting up all the ink that drops here. And then maybe we have, you know, here's where we have a sort of a collection of firefly bushes. Let's actually have this come up a little ways like that. And then there could be some leaf litter in here. Let's say some leaf litter in there. Just some little details here, you know, that sort of add to the area a little bit. Maybe there's a little bit on the ground here. I really like the ability to like highlight the blocky nature here of the leaves, like how it sort of like collects on the very bottom near the water in this bay area. So I think it's kind of cool. We can add it, maybe one up here, a few in there. So just adding like little details here and there. Doesn't have to be every block, but yeah, just a little bit of detail here is kind of a cool thing to be able to add. So yeah, just wanted to mention that in case you see it in future videos. You'll notice some subtle lighting down here by the water, which I think should look really nice in this area. And you'll also notice, you know, some leaves here and there in the corners of some blocks and sort of butting up against blocks in certain spots. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. So a little bit of new decor here at the base. And now, spreading the good word to the hermits about leaf litter. Hey.
Could you get a little closer, please? I can't hear you.
Hey.
There you go. What's up, Gubby?
Not much, man. Not much. Ooh, I got the speed now. Let's go.
You got it. Yeah, the speed and the puffers out the feet. See?
Yeah. Blazing fast. Blazing fast.
What do I owe this pleasure? I see you got some dirty leaves in your hand.
I got some dirty leaves. You need some?
No, look, I actually, in my video today, I figured out how to make dirty leaves.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See, but the thing, you can't put dirty leaves only go on flat surfaces.
Yeah, only on flat surfaces.
So you're the expert, you know all this stuff. But why, I want to be able to put it on the side of things.
Oh yeah, like a It's not really vines
like
though,
lichen.
right?
Yeah, well, I don't care. Pretend it is. It would have been so good.
It
Right,
could have
all right,
been.
here's the thing in my video that I didn't know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Can you control what quadrant the leaves go in, or is it just random?
You control the first one. The first quadrant.
one, and then after that, it's random.
Yep. Well, it's the same one every time. So it goes bottom right, top left, bottom left.
It's always bottom right when you first put it in.
Yep. But you can't do like a diagonal one.
Oh,
No.
I see. Does it go counterclockwise from the original? Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, now it's not random. I understand. I learned.
Yeah. So what are you up to?
Right now, hating my audio problems. Like seriously, my last 3 streams, it's been like I can hear everyone's like booming in my ears, and chat's like, "What? We can't hear." And then my notification sounds, I don't even hear. No.
Big problems, basically. Big audio problems.
Yeah.
I got you.
What's up?
I'm just going around seeing what people are up to, you know?
Oh, yeah. Just started streaming, and yeah, I was gonna do a little work around the base, a little bit of building.
Very good. Very good.
A little bit of terraforming, maybe.
Yeah, I've been using these leaves really in a cool way. Like I've put them so like you have, for instance, you have like this area right here. Check this out.
Yeah.
Put a little leaf clear there. You need to sweep that up, Tango. A little
Oh,
dust.
something got a little dirt.
Little dust. Yeah.
I like that. Come on, what is this place? Yeah, see.
Yeah. There you go.
I love it.
Yeah, I use that in the factory, and I use that like in the
Now,
hay in front of my base.
do different leaves? They all make the same thing, though, right? There's not different color ones for different leaf sources, right? Because that would have been cool.
They're all the same. Yeah.
It's all just the brown poo. Got it. Okay. All right.
Brown poo. Yeah.
Brown poo.
Yep. All right, I'll leave you to it, man. But yeah, I just want to stop by and
Alrighty.
see what's going on.
Appreciate it. Yeah. All right.
See you
talk to you
soon.
later.
Well. Clown Town is gone, I see.
Clown Town will live on forever.
Clown Town will live on forever.
It's a start. We're starting to. Why am I? Oh, there's holes everywhere. It's like, why am I getting lower, Cub?
Yeah, you got potholes in this street. Jeez.
It's not a great street. Will Smith wandered these streets with his dog.
Yeah.
Only one left in New York.
I Am Legend. Yeah. Have you seen that recently?
No, but I remember it from a kid. I really loved it as a kid. It was a
It
good
holds
show.
up. It holds up, or so I'm told. Scar, I got something cool for you. Check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out.
What do you got?
You ready for this? You ready for this? Bam.
Oh my gosh.
You got some leaves.
Debris.
Got some leaves accumulating in some corners.
I like that. You know, I've been meaning to make an adventure out. I don't even know where you get those. Do you have to go into non-loaded chunks or specific biomes? Where do you get the leaves?
They're everywhere in the new chunks, like all over the place. In the forests, under the trees. You got to put some under your trees, man. That's where you gotta
Oh yeah, for sure.
add
For
a bunch of
sure.
those. Add a little ground foliage and stuff. I've just been going around seeing what people are up to, talking about how I'm using this as dust in the factory. You know.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that. I really like the how do you explain this? Like the pink flowers or the new yellow and white flowers or the leaves and how you can stack it around a block.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can do lots of fun stuff with that.
Yeah, for sure. You can put some on the roof.
This was an old pizzeria.
This was an old pizzeria. Okay, I see. I can see.
Yeah.
It.
It was an old pizzeria.
Did they have the best pies?
The-
They had the best
They had
pies.
the best pies.
Mm-hmm.
Famous for their zombie pie. They just didn't know the whole city would become a zombie land.
Yeah. I didn't know this until recently, but a lot of times people call pizza just pies. And I got very confused one time when somebody was like, "Hey, you want to go have some on a pie?" And I was like, "Sure, that seems like a lot of pie, but because I was thinking like apple pie, pumpkin pie. I was
Yeah.
like, dang, this guy's serious about pie.
He's serious about
Turns out he
pies.
just wanted a pizza, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's a decent amount of pizza, but
That's like the very East Coast thing to say, want to go get a slice of pie. You know, maybe on the West Coast, we think you're going to go get a chocolate pie or an apple pie, you know?
yeah. Or they say, I think they also like there's a saying, you want to go get a slice. It's like a slice of what?
Ooh.
Slice. Ooh, here's a good
Yeah.
spot.
Well,
Here's
now,
this
now I
is-
want a piece of pizza. Oh my God.
Look at that. I just revolutionized that little windowsill right there, man.
You did. You did.
Oh my
Don't
God.
think this block is supposed to be here. Boom. Fixed.
Yeah, they wouldn't have that. Not if they're selling pies. All right, well, I'll leave you to it, man. I'll leave you to it. I gotta I'm spreading the good word about the dust and the leaf litter.
I do like that dust. I need to get some myself. Are you heading off to Tango's next?
I was just at Tango's. He's having a good time over there. I showed him the leaf litter dust. He was like, "Oh yeah, I got to sweep up around here."
By the way, what happened to Cleo's books? Do we know what happened to all the books over in Exile? Is there a book bandit amongst us?
I don't know what happened to the books. That is the great mystery that remains from Exile, because
It does.
I went there one day, they were gone. But I decided to blow up the ship anyway. It wouldn't have mattered if there was books there. I was going to blow it up. But
Yeah, regardless of their books there, books not there, it needed to be blown up. But the real question now is, who is the book bandit amongst us?
it's got to be hiding around here. Is it you?
No, but I suspect maybe it was Doc. Doc had the ship out there, right? He was in competition with Cleo. He was selling things.
Could have been. Could have been Jevin as well. Jevin's. I asked him about it. He said it
But
wasn't
he's
him.
on the same side as Cleo.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a mystery.
Somebody out there has a whole heck of a lot of books.
Somebody does have a lot of books. There was quite a few there, I think. All right, Scarf. See you soon, man.
Goodbye. Cup.
There he is, just the man I was looking for, Mr. Beans.
Bloody hell, Cub. I was literally just changing my flipping settings in VoiceBot because I was like, why has it changed my keybinds? And you just flew down and scared the life out of me.
My bad. I'm here to spread the good word, man.
The good word?
About the leaf litter.
What's the word?
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It's all about the leaf litter.
Wait, how'd you get it? Is it shears or can you just pick it up?
Just punch it. Punch the leaves. Yeah, there you
Can you
go.
bone mill it? Oh, you can't bone mill it. Wait, how did you get this?
Classified. No, I'm kidding. You can smelt leaves to get it.
Smelt leaves. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, leaf blocks. Leaf blocks.
You
Smelt leaf
burn
blocks.
leaves and it makes leaf litter.
Yep. That's all that
makes
remains.
Literally no sense.
It's like
whatsoever.
you're right. It doesn't make any sense.
Burning leaves makes smaller leaves. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I've lost the plot, but I love it. They look cool.
you
Is it
can
just
find
these.
these.
Ones? Is there other ones?
No, it's just these. There's also a bunch of other new stuff like wildflowers and stuff. You can have these, by the way. You can have.
Oh,
so
thank you. Very kind.
There's just an insane amount in the new forests and stuff. But check this out, Joel. Check this out.
Oh, look at that.
Let's say you got a little corner like this. Check this out. Check this out. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Boom. Leaf accumulated in the corner. You got to sweep that up, bro. What the heck?
Right. Okay. I thought it was going to go on the wall or something. But I was a bit like I was like gonna be like whoa, getting ready to be excited, but no, just leaf in the corner.
Just a little subtle thing, and then you can extend it. You know, there's a lot of leaves in the corner there,
Oh, okay,
like
that's
that.
kinda
Little
cute.
highlight along there.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That is nice, actually.
It-
Not
it
sure
do-
it's going to make a huge difference on this build. It's a bit. I feel like the scale is slightly off for the leaves, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's these little details, Joel, that really make the build, right? That's what it's
Okay,
about.
yeah, sure. I mean, I'll leave these on here, Cub, because now this build has officially been made. better
Yeah,
by those
We
7
did it.
leaf
I'm so proud of
blocks.
us. I'm so proud of us.
How'd you
Here,
get the flower ones then?
I'll give you a few more here. I'll give you a few more if you
Oh,
need
thanks. Wow, thanks. I'm gonna add more. Okay. Look at that. What a build.
more. Amazing.
These are probably going to get removed in the future if I actually place them down here. But for now, they've made the build look 10
Woo.
times better.
We did it. We did it.
Where'd you get the flower ones then? Is it you got to find those, or can you smell roses or something?
I think you have to find the wildflower ones, but then you can bone me
Oh,
on.
okay.
They're like pink petals, but not pink.
Okay, I'll have a look then. But
Yeah.
we'll probably have to fly far out. Can't be bothered right now. Bone building some trees.
All good. Yeah, you just looking for wood or looking for leaves here?
Looking for wood, although I might keep the leaves now and turn those into some great decorative blocks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, thanks for showing me that. I didn't know that. Is that there other stuff in 1.20, 1.5? I'm not actually looked, Cub. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I don't
there's-
look at these things.
There's good stuff. There's tall grass. There's bushes.
Oh yeah, the firefly ones.
There's firefly ones and just regular ones too.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I'll go. I'm gonna go have a look around at some point then. Maybe I'll add some to my build later.
Yeah.
The leaves falling now as well. Look at that part.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It adds so much
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Love it.
I love it,
very,
man.
very kawaii.
All right, man. I gotta go spread the good word to other people.
All
I'll see
right,
you soon, Joel.
Good luck. Thanks
Cheers.
very much. Bye bye.
All right, so now we've been around the server talking to people about the good word of leaf litter everywhere. And we can also put some in our base, you know, in some certain spots, like right here. Like, look at this little corner right there. Bam. Right there, a little leaf in there. Makes all the difference. I'm telling you guys, it does help. It does help. Let's see if we can find another spot for it. Just a little corner. Yeah, like right here. Look at that. Little dirt along that area. We got to sweep that up, man. Got to sweep that up. This corner, boom. Little leaf litter. I'm telling you, it doesn't seem like it does a lot, but it actually does more than you would expect for something like this to do. Maybe right here is a good spot for some. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. I love it. I think it's great. We're not going to put a whole bunch in our base, just because our base is mostly like grates and stuff. But yeah, you can put like a little bit of stuff like that. It also works as like a block accent. So like if you want to highlight something, it sort of highlights the block itself. So if I get away from here, you can see how it sort of like makes like an extra little like setback point for these blocks here, which then sets back the trophies a little bit. So it's actually kind of a great block. It's actually kind of a great block. So yeah, glad we went around the server talking to people about that. And yeah, got some of the other new blocks in there as well. So that's very cool. We're going to put this, I think, in here for now. And I think today, guys, we're going to get a little bit of the perimeter area done. So if I look around here, I'm thinking what I want to do today is I want to make the skull containment area. I want to extend this pattern here down to the water over here, like probably this section of water, like get it out to here. That's going to be our goal for today, get this done. So let's head back to the base. We should have quite a bit of tuff, and I know we have some pale oak logs and stuff in here that are left over from what we had before. We don't have too many creeping hearts, but I think we should be able to manage. And then we have in here, I think, yeah, quite a few boxes of tuff. So this should help us out quite significantly. So we're going to grab this and get started on this section of our skull containment structure. All right, everyone. So as you can see, looking out our front door here, our front, I guess, balcony here, we have the skull containment structure now completed up to where the gate was over there, and it comes all the way down to where the water is here. Now, I also want to gather some lodestones here, because since lodestones are so easy to make now, I actually want to use these for where we shoot off our fireworks, which are all these blocks here. So I think I'm going to replace these stone bricks, whoops, with the lodestone like this. And now these, whenever we hit these lodestones, that'll shoot out the fireworks like that on both sides. We can hit it again so you can see the other side. There we go. Bam. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I just hit an alley over there. I'm pretty certain. Pretty certain I struck an alley. That's fine. They're fine. They regen. They regen. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. We got this here. We can get rid of this. These buttons, of course, control the, if we look down here, the creaking hearts. So right now they're on. If I hit this, they turn off. And then if I hit it again, they turn on again. So, yeah, adds a little bit of nice subtlety to that. Up here we have a little bubble column. This side goes up, and then, of course, the other side, it goes down, just like that. And we got some signs here, down and up, just so we can get up and down easily. This is another one of these things I have to replace here. So again, this will shoot off some fireworks on both sides, which is kind of cool. So there's that. We have another creaking thing here. This is another one of the spots where we need a lodestone and a button for some fireworks. Bam. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Also wanted to show you guys what this looks like at night, because I think it looks even better at night. And also it sort of comes to life with the creakings appearing all over the containment structure. As we walk along here, we might see a few, or hear a few at least, spawn in. Yeah, there's a couple down there that are just chilling. So that's really cool. Yeah, we do have some darker areas further on here, but yeah, these soul lanterns should provide enough light so that nothing can spawn on this actual, like, bridge area up here. So the only thing you'll have to worry about is creakings. But look at this. This looks really cool at night. Where you look out over the base, you can see all the minerals glowing, or kind of glowing, and there's the amethyst and stuff. You got the campfires providing a little bit of, like, atmosphere, and yeah, the smoke comes from them and yeah, dances around. Oh, you can hear the... Oh, do you hear that? The firefly bushes with a little bit of noise as well now. That's beautiful. And so, yeah, that I think it looks really good at night. And the plan here is to basically make this section here and this section here some special sections. So these two sections will basically be accessible via boat. So we want some way to like open a gate in the water here so that boats can go through whenever a player is somewhat nearby. Then we're going to have over here sort of like a tower type thing, similar to what we got over there with the campfires and stuff. And then up here, we'll have an area just like over there where we have bubble columns, one side going up, one side coming down, so that we can, yeah, access the upper part and the rest of the skulk containment structure. So that'll be pretty awesome, but that will have to come in the future. Speaking of things in the future, I think next episode we'll try and focus on working on this bridge, perhaps alongside Pearl. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this done and connected up to our base so we can have an easy way to basically walk to Pearl's base. But for now, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Farewell.